Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast Instant Match Reaction. Manchester United 0, Everton 1, and what a game! And what a game! We're going to go through the game. We want your reaction straight after the game. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's just say that I'm a very happy man, and it's a very long game, but I'm an happy man. We're going to go through it. In the comments, just let us know. Pick out parts of that game that stood out to you. I'm pretty sure that we've got a lot to talk about because I was thinking as soon as the way that game started, as soon as what happened, we're going to talk about it in a minute. As soon as what happened, I thought match reaction, everyone's going to be saying their stuff on this because there's a lot to say. There's a lot to talk about. And I'll tell you why now. Gana Gueye got sent off, didn't he? Gana Gueye got sent off. Now, Gana Gueye didn't get sent off for anything with the opposition. He got sent off for having a tuffle with Michael Keane, which was mad. Like, I couldn't believe it. Do you know what? At first, I didn't even see what happened. I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, all I seen was like the referee get a red card out. I was like, what? That's got to be a joke. Gana Gueye's going off the pitch. That's got to be a joke. No, what's happening here? And I looked and I thought, you know what? There's no Man U players around Gana Gueye. The player around him is Michael Keane. And it's been sent off for having a little tussle. Paul will have his say on this. I'll have my say on this. And you have your say in the comments now. Do you think it was a sending off? I think that's the first question we've got to ask, haven't we? Is do you think it was a sending off? Because do you know what? He's not even punched him. He's not even hardly slapped him. If it's a slap, it's a crap slap. I don't think you should ever get sent off for stuff like that on your own players. I know it's the rules, but I think it's ridiculous. I think between your own players, no. Against opposition, fair enough, because they're gaining a disadvantage by you slapping them around the face. But you should be able to ruffle your own players up, in my opinion. It's a stupid, stupid rule. I'm trying to find... It's mad. I put it on the cover. It's just mad, isn't it? It really is mad. There you go. Look. There you go.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? Like someone said this. Is Michael Keane like rubbing it in that he's getting sent off? Is Michael Keane rubbing it in that we've got 10 men? Now I've watched this back loads because I wanted to see what happened. I put about 3 videos on Twitter. Yes, how you doing, matey? All in the house. We'll give you shout outs. We'll read your comments. I looked 100 times and I put videos on X of it, and I wanted to see what happened because Gana Gueye. I can't remember Gana Gueye ever kicking off like that. You know, I can't remember Gana Gueye ever getting aggressive with opposition. Never mind their own players. So I thought something's gone on here. So I've done my investigating. I put my glasses on and I've had a look. And I don't know if stuff's gone on before this, whether they've had an argument before this in the first 10 minutes of the game. But Gana Gueye's passed the ball back to Michael Keane. Not the best pass, but still around where Michael Keane is. Michael Keane's just kind of left it and retreated and gone back into defence instead of even trying to close the player down that's got it. And the player's had a shot. And Gana Gueye's fuming. He's like, you know what? If you're not even going to save my arse, he's giving him a kick-off. And Michael Keane's fuming as well, saying that's a crap pass by Gana Gueye. And they've both you've got Michael Keane going at him saying, that was crap by you. And you've got Gana Gueye, from what I can see, going at him saying, why didn't you even try and get my pass that I played to you? You've made me look crap. And it's created a World War frigging whatever. That's what I've made of it. And they've just massively clashed. And Pickford, look, Gana Gueye really just want to rip his head off. I would love, I put it on Twitter, I would love to have seen what happened at half time. Surely Gana Gueye got sent out because I think Gana Gueye would have still been fuming with Michael Keane in the changing rooms at half time because everyone had to drag Gana Gueye off the pitch. He was fuming with Michael Keane. That's what I've seen of it anyway. Paul, what's your thoughts on this? And in the comments as well, let us know, what do you think?
I think, there's a miscommunication. Garner's won the ball back and then left it, but it's halfway in between Keane and halfway in between someone else, and they've both left it. and then United have got the ball back. So then when the shot's gone across and it's a goal kick and everyone's sort of going back, Garnegay's having a massive go at Keane, but Keane stands up and goes towards him as well. So, yeah, Garner's started it, Keane's carried it on, and then Garnegay's done the little farty slap across his face.
There was another replay. There was another replay that it showed me, Paul, where did Michael Keane put his head into Garnegay, like to headbutt him?
He leant over him, yeah. He leant over him.
He pushed his head in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Garnegay...
Keane leans over Garnegay and then he pushes Garnegay away, and then Garnegay turns around and then he gives him a slap across the face. So it's both of them. Do you know what I mean? It is. It's not. I don't think it's all on Garnegay. Keane's obviously stood up for himself. Fair enough, but there would have been a better way to handle that situation, I think. You know, and at the end of it, obviously we've come through it and we've got an amazing result. I think there'd be more embarrassment than anything else, but it will have. It'll have gone. Do you know what I mean? They're a close unit, you know, and sometimes it helps. Sometimes, you know, it helps that you're a close unit. Things happen, people get pissed off, and you move on pretty quick.
It's just so interesting. And I know, by the way, we are going to end up celebrating an absolute crazy result for our football club. But we have to talk about this at the start because it was a big part of the game. It was a big part of the game, and we can't not talk about it. And I think David Moyes will be fuming. Like, David Moyes, he's not one to hold back either. He's going to go mad at probably Garnegay and Michael Keane. I can't decide who's more at fault, to be fair, because like I say, I wouldn't have expected Michael Keane to push his head in and go at Garnegay. And
I was surprised by that as well.
Some people would say Michael Keane's siding up for himself and not taking no crap. But then, I don't know, I think Garnegay was shocked that Michael Keane had come at him. I think normally Michael Keane, what we've seen of him, he'd just take it and crack on with the game, but he'd come back at him with a big personality. This Keano that you've been calling Michael Keane really did turn him into Keano, the Man United Keane. He went mad, and it was just crazy. And I was fuming, you know, because I was thinking I was really angry because I'm thinking to myself, we was all over Man United. We was all over them. We started the game so well. I've never seen us press so well. We pressed really high. We was all pushing up, and Jai Grealish on the wings pressing high. Barry with loads of energy up front looking fantastic. And we was really putting it on Man U at the start. And I was thinking, you know what? We're going to batter these. This Man United team shite. And I was thinking that we're going to batter them. And then all of a sudden the sending off happened. And I thought, oh my days, what have you done? What have you done? And you just think when they've got sent off, we've let Man U off the hook here and we're going to get battered with 10 men. But when we've got 10 men, you watch the first 5 minutes and somehow we still kept playing the way we was playing with 11. And we still kept playing well. We didn't really retreat and sit back, I think, at the start of having 10 men. Maybe we did later on because we got shattered. But I think at the start, we didn't really retreat. We kept the ball. We kept passing. And Man U, it looked like 11 against 11. But, I'm happy with the way we reacted to it. But, oh my days, turn a man grey. Bloody hell.
I know. Well, the thing is, like, just sort of thinking about that and sort of what Paws has said as well, there's going to be people who sort of be calling for Garnegay's head and, you know, jumping on that. It happens. Absolutely happens. Plenty of us have played where we've had two of our own players going at each other. And you just get on with it afterwards. There's been plenty of time. I tell you what, they kept going over it and over it. It's only the third time in Premier League history, blah, blah, blah. You know, that someone's been sent off by hitting their own player. It's happened far more than that. I remember us, Premier League and all, we beat Liverpool 2-0 at home. Mark Ward scored one of the goals. I can't remember who scored the other, but McManaman, when he was a kid, and Grobbelaar going at each other, McManaman put his fingers right in Grobbelaar's eyes. You know, I know nowadays it would be, all right, you can be red card and everything else, and it is the red card, and you just kind of get on with it afterwards. it's the fact that we've come out of it with a win makes it even easier for him just to kiss make up and then we get on with it. The most annoying thing is that we lose him for 3 games. That's the most annoying thing. But don't be calling for his head and saying sell him and all this sort of stuff. Ridiculous.
No, I wouldn't think too much into it because it's something he's never done before, and we all ask for our players to be passionate, and I think he really was up for this game gone again. And I know some people might jump on him now, and I don't think you should because we all say I've played football myself, and trust me, I've had arguments with my own players. I've run across the pitch to have a big spatter with one of my players that's not lifted his socks up and put a shift in and been lazy. Yeah. I do. When you go onto that pitch, you go to war, and if people ain't got your back, you get fuming. You do. And I want to see that from our football club. And I did see it as well, even when we had 10 men. We were dogs of war, passionate, don't mess with us today, honestly. And I loved it. And I want that passion in us. I don't want us to just frigging be dopey and crap and not give a crap. I want passionate players, I do. And I don't want to see what happened happen again. But I don't want us to... No. I like the passion. I do. And it was just used in the wrong way today. But the passion after it was still there. As Emma said in the comments, Michael Keane, the cameras was on him. The cameras didn't go off him for about 5 minutes after this happened. They was just on his face and he looked like, oh, crap, what's happened after? Because he'd realised he was part of getting a player sent off, one of ours. So my cameras was on Michael Keane's face and luckily he put a cracking tackling on Mabueno pretty early after this. And after that, I think Michael Keane knew that the cameras was on him. And he had a good game, thankfully. And I think he needed to as well. Because you're thinking, who do I hate more here, Gana Gay or Michael Keane? And Michael Keane had a fantastic game, which massively gets him off the hook a little bit as well. And he had a fantastic game, Michael Keane did, which fair play after that happening, it can affect your brain, and he didn't let it affect his brain. So I've got to give him respect in that way.
I think you've got to give it. I think as a man, all of them, hell of a shift. I mean, save from Pickford from Kirksey's header. He even goes back. It's not even the save to the side. He's literally going sort of backwards and fingertips then. So absolutely brilliant. And you've got to give credit to even Barry played well. Exactly. So you got to kind of give. He won a lot more headers actually tonight, I thought. You got to give.
He put a lot more shift in. His press was. That's what I say to you, Paul. At the start of the game, Barry's press was really good. He was closing the goalkeepers down, which is normally a bit lazy on that. But he was nearly catching the ball off the keeper's feet. Barry really did put the pressure on, and I think that's massive because Decore used to do that. And I think if your striker does it, if he starts the press and everyone follows, it's a real good press from your striker. So really impressed with Barry. There's a couple of things I do want to pick out, and I'm going to get really excited in a minute and start singing because we won. I don't know whether you've seen this. I've played football, and I'm a really dirty player when I play football, by the way. So I know how to be dirty because I've played Sunday League where it's either me in hospital or the other lads in hospital. Trust me, I've played some dirty football. And I am telling you 100%, Ahmed stomped his leg on Jack Grealish's leg deliberately. I'm telling you. Grealish went in for the tackle. Yeah, some people might not have seen it, but I had my eyes locked in on it. And I know. Do you know so he's kicked the ball to cross it. Grealish has gone in with a tackle, and he's deliberately looked at Grealish's sliding and landed his leg smack bang on Grealish's quads. Luckily, they're massive, but it did hurt Grealish. That did. I don't know whether you all seen it. Some of you might have, some of you might not. But he literally stomped his studs, his whole weight, Paul, on Grealish's quads, and he was limping after that. Grealish was, and Grealish did have a little word with him. Grealish did say,
I saw the finger point. I saw the finger point.
That was from that, Paul. I'd seen it.
Yeah.
And he deliberately stamped on Grealish's leg. And Grealish was fantastic. I didn't think he was going to stay on for that long. I thought he was going to come off when Irabunen was warming up, but he didn't. He managed to stay on, and it was Enjoy instead. But fantastic work rate from our players. Like that's dogs of war. That's how you come back from an international break. That's my football club. I'm proud of that. I am really proud of that. And the guy that I've been shouting out to be the man in number 10 was a number 10 today, wasn't he, Paul? That's the Dewsbury All.
Yeah.
That's the Dewsbury All that we all want to see. Like your Odegaard for Arsenal in that 10 position that just pings it in. And that's our dream number 10. And he was it then. Do you know what I mean? It was from nothing, counter-attack. We're not going to get many chances. You've got to make it count. We don't normally have players that do this. And he pings it in, cracking finish. And I was really happy for him because I know Dewsbury All loves Everton at the minute and really wants to play well for us. And that celebration, he was like, Perlo, Dewsbury Hall, you sexy man. So get your coat on and get moving. Love it, Dewsbury Hall. What a finish.
There would have been, there would have been people in our away end that would have sort of high up. They would have been higher up the stand, but they would have seen that. Right, they would have been right in the line of that ball going in the goal and all. And you know what, the fans tonight as well were amazing. I had it on, and our Erin said, "Are we playing at home tonight?" I said, "No, we're away." Said, "It sounds like we're at home," because we were far the loudest. Absolutely dragged them all going. So well done, everyone who went tonight. Absolutely fantastic.
They knew. The fans knew. I mean, when the players have got to dig in, when you've got 10 men and the players have got to dig in, our fans. I mean, we heard Roy Keane say it, and Gary and Wayne Rooney say it. Everton's away fans are the best, mate. They are the best. They're insane. We've been in it. The away fans are insane. And I think when you go down to 10 men, you need that 11th man, the Everton fans. You need it. And they was there. And you need it. Do you know sometimes like Moyes was on the sideline revving them up towards the end of the game, and they needed it. You need that 11th man when you go down to 10 men because it's passion. You've got to put those extra yards in. You've got to make that extra bit of ground. You've got to stay switched on. And the Everton fans, that was behind them all the way to do this. I think once we'd scored, I think the Everton fans we was a bit like, after the red card, we was disheartened. But once Dewsbury All gave us something to fight for, we did fight for it. And boy, did we do that, the fans and the players as well. You've got to give the players credit. Another player I do want to give a massive shout out to. Go on, sorry.
I was just going to say, last sort of 5 or 10 minutes, it was absolute chaos because they were playing with 2 at the back. And there was a few times when we thought, Christ almighty, we're going to score another one here. And even when McNeil got it on the right-hand side, he got it on the right-hand side, and I just think, keep going forward. Keep going forward, take it in the corner. And he bloody turned round. I couldn't believe it. And then we gave the ball away after Pickford had smashed it into touch. But all of that, it was just absolute hearts going. That's when you should have your heart sound effect going on, because that was us. That was all of us for about an hour.
You didn't want like all that hard work to be for nothing. Like, I thought, I'm not taking anything away from us, but I thought Man United were really poor as well, And I thought for a team that's played that poor with 11 men, we need to get something out of this and make them pay. Because Man United would not have deserved a draw. I thought they was poor with 10 men, with 11 men when we had 10. Because I thought the crossing was poor. Ahmed was putting some crap crosses in over it in them.
Yeah.
And there was whipping the ball in crap positions. Man United played really bad with 11 men. I would have been fuming if that was my team. But we played well as well. I'm not taking that away from us, but I'm just saying that we did have to fight for it at the end. I got to give Tuchel. I hate Tuchel, by the way. I hate him. I hate that he's England manager. I don't like him. But he was in the stand, and we know Pickford's not been starting. And Tuchel was watching this game, and Jordan Pickford, mate. That save that Jordan Pickford did, the fingertip save. Do you know when you watch a header and you think it's in? You're just waiting for it to go in and you think, oh, crap. I gave the reaction that we conceded a goal when Xerxes headed that ball because it looked in. He heads it to the left, to right-hand side of Pickford, to the left-hand side of where we're watching it. And you think, oh, my. I went like that. Oh, no. he scored. And Pickford, he stretches out and the fingertip save, and oh, what a save. And he did 2-3 saves after it as well. The ones after was a bit more you'd expect, but still,
He made
Jordan Pickford was insane, wasn't he, Paul? He was insane.
Yeah, and he made a cracking save in the first half. I know there was I think it was probably Fernandez who had the shot, but it caught a deflection off. It was off Grealish's toe, I think, and it just diverted it away. And then Pickford goes, and I think he leads with his left hand, and then tips it over the bar, I think. But absolutely brilliant. And Tom's asking about why we hate Tuchel, and I think generally it's because he keeps saying that Pickford. He'll sort of accept Pickford playing for us, but it's not ideal because your England goalkeeper should be playing European football. We would love to be playing European football, but he's by far the only he's the best English goalkeeper by far. And
and for me, I know Branthwaite ended up injured, but when Branthwaite was an option, he didn't pick him. And also for me, I think it's absolutely criminal that he hasn't picked Jack Grealish. I think Jack Grealish is something that England haven't got, and Jack Grealish for me should be picked. I'm glad he isn't picked for England because he might get injured, but I just think he's a bit biased towards Everton. I think Tuchel was Chelsea's manager, and he probably looks down on Everton a little bit and thinks we haven't got good players or our players ain't good enough. And I don't like the slang for Pickford that because he plays for Everton, he should be in a top team to play for England. That's absolute bullcrap for me. I think Pickford showed today that when a team's got 10 men and the pressure's on, he's got the balls to actually save you. So if he can do that for Everton under that much pressure against Man United, then we all know anyway Pickford on the big stage for England smashed it. Pickford, he's the man. I was not, put it this way, we had 10 men and I knew Pickford was going to have to save her arse, but I completely believed that he'd do it. I really did believe that he'd do it. I didn't think, he's going to mess up. I didn't. I believe that Pickford would think to himself, you know what? I like that I'm going to get a challenge here. 10 men, let's do it. And we're winning 1-0. And he was cracking. And Pickford, is England's number one. And he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. I'm not joking. It's just an agenda against him that doesn't get him that because he plays for Everton.
Yeah. I mean, the start as well. I mean, poor Seamus Coleman. I mean, I feel partly responsible if you're being superstitious because when I saw the team, I said, Coleman's in, deserves it, done well for Ireland. Now he can do it for us. Going to give everything. Bam. 10 minutes, gone. And I hope it's not too bad, whatever it is. O'Brien did well when he came on, to be fair. And Garner, I mean, our conversation, anyone who didn't see it last night, our conversation about the team lineup and everything, we thought Garner would have been better at right back. Then Dewsbury all sort of dropping in a little bit alongside Garner Gay. That obviously didn't happen, but everyone in those other positions that he did, and Moyes picked a side, did a cracking job and adjusted very well, and everyone put themselves on the line.
Everyone on, if you are on Twitter, you can comment from Twitter, but if you're on YouTube, can you do us a favour or pop over to YouTube and like the stream and hit that subscribe just so we pop up all the time and you can give us a listen. And we're trying to get 7,000 subscribers. I don't say it enough, but if you can support our channel, we know we're going the right direction. But we do read out all your comments as well. So get your comments in what you think of the game. We are putting them on. You know what, though?
What?
I would find it hard to pick a man of the match. I've just seen in the comments now, Pickford, Keane, Miko. Miko was good as well, because he had a lot of one-on-ones sometimes when Grealish couldn't track back. I thought, do you know what? Tarkowski gets a lot of stick sometimes, but when he has a good game, people don't say anything. I thought Tarkowski was fantastic as well. He was decent. You didn't see Tarkowski do nothing wrong, so he must have been decent. Yeah, I thought it was good. It's hard to give man of the match because I think when it's 10 men, it's a team effort, isn't it? I think that's why I'm finding it hard, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just in a set. I'm just sort of going to score up, and I'll show you what they think. We always disagree with them. There's always a few dodgy ones, but it'd be interesting to see if people think what they think about what was put up. So just give me a second and I'll get that.
There's a lot of Pickford in the man of the match here. I'm reading out. I'm getting all your comments on now. I am putting them on. Craig says Kegger. He think Keane was the man of the match. Brian like the Barry was good in the air. Pickford and Keane. Okay, great performance, man of the match. Pickford, Chris says. It's mixed, isn't it? Pickford and fair play to Keane. Like I said, he must have pulled his socks up because a lot of people saying him man of the match. It's just a gone a game man of the match. I'm probably with you on that one, to be fair. I think if Idrissa Gana Gueye didn't get sent off, I think we would have been half asleep and probably not won on a Monday night. So thanks to Idrissa Gana Gueye getting us a bit more alert and awake this game. Grealish was brilliant as well.
I went off because I was trying to put it on the screen, but the general gist was in third place they gave Barry, and then in second place they gave Dewsbury Hall, and then first place they gave Pickford. Oh no, I apologise. Not Barry for third.
Ball's getting the freezes now because he's Keane for third. It's freezing you a little bit then.
Barry was fourth. See, I'm back. Yeah.
Keane, Pickford, Barry, yeah. Do you know what? There's a lot of people that are saying Keane, Pickford, Barry, Kieran Dewsbury. I thought it was all fantastic. Kieran Dewsbury was fantastic as well.
There again.
To score that goal as well. To score that goal when you've got 10 men was fantastic. So Dewsbury would probably think to himself, "I've won the game there." So he probably won man of the match as well. Grealish was class. Grealish was back to himself. Well, not back to himself. He's always class. Everyone gets at least a 9 tonight. Yeah, I think they do. I agree with you. I think everyone was fantastic. I was going to say on the Coleman thing, like, I agree that I had no problems, and I don't think a lot of people did because he played well for Ireland with Coleman playing, and I love Coleman, by the way. And I thought the way he played for Ireland, he deserved, and probably trained well, deserved to play. So I had no issues with Coleman playing, but there's been a couple of times now where I've seen Coleman play, and he ends up coming off like where you think he can't handle it anymore. And I don't want to see Coleman. I don't want to see Coleman go through like the motions of realizing he can't do it and pushing himself too much to play football in front of us. I don't want to see Coleman sad. So I don't know where I'm at with that. Today he come off and you could tell Coleman's a proper man, isn't he? Coleman is. He's a proper like legend and man. And what's he put?
No, Danny was complaining because I hadn't shown. I'd missed a couple of his comments, so I showed everyone that he's done.
There you go. Can't miss comments. We can't. We try and get on all of them. We're like that.
Can't miss it. No, do me best. Do me best.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, I just think Coleman's a proper man, and I don't want to see him like get injured in front of us or look like he can't do it. When he did that documentary and he actually had a really good season, I think he should have hanged up his boots. And I don't think we should have given him another contract. I think we should have probably looked after him and let him retire on that really good season of keeping us up, I think, personally. And I know that I don't like saying that, because I love him and I still want him to play. But all I'm saying is I don't want him to play and him keep having to come off the pitch and feeling like crap and feeling like he's not good enough for us, because that's not the case. I love him. I love Coleman. He's been an absolute legend. And I think Everton Football Club, it's down to us as well to look after him. And because I've watched a lot of players doing podcasts after they've finished football. And I remember Bullard saying it, like, it's really hard to retire and it's hard to do it. It's the hardest thing ever to retire. So I think sometimes the football club's got to do it for the player because I think the player will never want to retire. So I don't know. I don't know how you lot feel on that. I just feel with Coleman, he's pulling up a couple of times now and feeling like he can't play the game, and I think that's when it gets worrying. So I think we'll have to keep our eyes on him because he's a legend. But he's in the change room anyway. He's absolute legend.
I can totally understand that. Yeah, I can totally understand that. He's been playing football since he was a kid. It's all he knows. You know, he's obviously doing his badges or whatever, with us for so long. Why would you want to finish? The longer you can do it for, the better in your own head. I think heard George Best say, "Keep playing till you don't enjoy it." I don't think Coleman will ever stop enjoying it. And so I've absolutely feel for him in the fact that he's at this stage now where he'll be thinking about the future and everything else, but he's still got a place in this squad. When we had Ashley Young and we had Coleman, and we're offering 1-year contracts here and now, and we didn't give it to Young, but we gave Keane one, which was a clear, sensible plan because he would have been our fourth, backup centre back at the time. Coleman was the same. He was going to be our backup right back, but we didn't bring anyone else in really. So now he's our third choice right back because O'Brien's there or James Garner's there. So he's still got a place in this squad. When it comes to the summer, the chances are that he won't, or you would, in some ways, hope that he wouldn't, because we would be bringing other players in, and O'Brien would become a centre back or whatever. But at the moment, he still has a place in this squad. So I feel for him. He will be thinking about the future, but he'll still give everything he's got, whatever it is. He'll still give everything he's got to the club.
Do you know what? I think he's still a good footballer. I think when he's fit, he can still handle it. If he didn't pull up today, he would have been fine. He looked like he was playing well. And like someone's just said in the comments, that he wouldn't have been played if he didn't look like he could play well. And I'm not saying he can't handle it. I think he would have had a good game in that position. But there's a couple of times now where I've seen him pull up. He's come off and holders his leg in the first 10 minutes, first 15 minutes. And I think there's still a good player in him, but I think his body's saying no. And it will say no when you're 37. I'm 36 and my body's saying no at Sunday League level. So he's playing elite Premier League level against some of the fastest lads he can come up against. I just want us to look after him. And do you know what? It makes me sad to see him retire. But the good thing is, as people are saying in the comments, when Coleman does finish, I think he'll stay in the staff. I think he'll stay around. So it's not like we're losing him and we're saying goodbye or we'll see him play for another club. I think he'll stay around Everton. So I'm not completely sad because I know he'll stick around. But with James Garner being able to play right back, with Jake O'Brien being able to play right back, it would be okay for Coleman to. I think Coleman would say now he could probably hang his boots up. We've seen Baines do it. I didn't want Baines to retire when he did, but Dinier come in, took the position, and Baines just said no, it's yours now. And I don't know. That's how I feel on Coleman. It's a sad one because we love him and he's a legend, but I just don't want to see him. I know he was gutted because he's got himself up for the game, and Coleman, he loves the fans. And Coleman takes on a big responsibility he wanted to show that he could do it for us today, Coleman did. And he wanted to show it for himself. And I think when he's so up for the game and he's playing well for Ireland and he's ready for it and he pulls up and his body says, no, I think it hurt him. I don't want to see him hurt that many times. So we just got to look after him.
I tell you what would be a good end for Coleman would be to get in the squad for Ireland. I mean, he's not been playing for us. He got picked. He got dropped in the squad before last. If Ireland can get a decent draw and actually get to the World Cup, that would be a fitting end to his career. Being part of our squad until the end of the season, and us doing, and having a decent end to the season, that would be fitting for him as well. But
keep Coleman around this season, because I'm telling you something. Yeah. Arsenal better watch out, because we're coming for you, baby. We are coming for you. We're coming for you, Arsenal, I tell you. Keep Coleman in the team because a trophy isn't impossible. We're still in another cup. I know we went out the crappy one because Moyes didn't play our best squad. But you know what? We're going to good season now. We
Yeah.
are going to have a good season, people. And I'm happy. Get your coat on, get moving, because we don't know the meaning of losing.
The I was going to say, Tazul's just saying, why can Coleman play 2 games in a week for Ireland, but we can't last 10 minutes for Everton? Probably because he played 2 games in a week for Ireland.
That don't go
that would
away.
be the thing, I would imagine. Yeah. But hamstrings are awful, aren't they, when it goes?
Oh, yeah, and it could be reoccurring. He's not been one that's had that injury a lot, to be fair. It's normally been like...
And Emma might be right.
Muscle injuries is not normal for him.
Yeah, Emma might be right there. That's the whole reason that he hasn't retired, is because he wants to get to a World Cup, and he's seen that the Ireland have got half a chance, and hopefully they get there. So I don't, you can't blame him. Bloody hell.
Paul, I've got something to tell you, and people in the comments as well. I've got something to tell you, and it's pretty serious, actually.
Go on.
Right. So listen up. There's 515 people in now. I've got something to tell you.
Yeah, do it.
It's serious. It's quite emotional, actually. It's quite emotional. I've never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Oh, Everton, you got me singing the blues. I've never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Oh, Everton, you got me singing the blues. Do you know what? I wanted it to happen so much. That's 2 weekends we can sing that. I've never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Oh, Everton, you got me singing their blues. And I'm pretty sure my next door neighbours will be banging on the wall now saying, what the heck are you doing? Yeah, so the Copites got absolutely smashed. They got battered by Sean Dyche.
That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, what? Let's just let this sink in now. We spoke about the game. Let's let this sink in, right? The Copites got smashed by Sean Dyche, long football. And then after that, we play Man United with 10 men and we score with 10 men to go 1-0 up and beat them with 10 men. What an absolute football weekend that is for us, people. Like, that is class. Because 3 points is massive for us. Like that puts us above Man U, I think now. Puts us above Liverpool.
It puts us above Liverpool, because obviously they're shite. But
yeah, Copites are gobshites. That's what I mean. Copites are gobshites.
United, we're on the same points and same goal difference as United, but they've scored more. That's all. So we needed one more goal tonight to go above United. But still,
mate, we're going above them and beyond.
We're a win away from the top 4, top 5. United could have gone 4th, I think, tonight if they beat us.
Oh, what was the Nottingham Forest and Liverpool score?
I think it was 0 and then 3.
3-0? Was it really 3-0 against Nottingham Forest?
3-0, yeah.
I'll tell you something. That is funny. 500 million pounds spent, and they just can't win a game. And that's what I say. They can't win a game. We beat Fulham before the international break, and we've come back and beat Man United with 10 men. I'm happy now being an Everton fan. I really am. I'm happy. Let's enjoy it, people, and let's see where this can take us. Because I think as well, I don't want to curse it, but I do think not only did we win today 1-0 against 10 men, the confidence that will give you going into next game will be massive. I just know it. If you can win a game with 10 men against Man United, you get your 11 men next game, and it's gonna make these players all confident now. And I think that's the comeback that we needed. I said to you, didn't I, Paul? I said after international breaks we're normally crap. That was a good game for us. Yeah. We can get on a run now, can't we? We can smash everyone up.
Yeah, Dave Morning in the Echo tomorrow.
Marching down the Goodison Road. Oh, like they were singing that in the stadium loud, weren't they? Oh, the windows open wide. When you in the copper shout, put the candles out. We are the Goodison gang. Come on, Paul. We have no manners. Spend all the tanners. We are respected everywhere we go. Hey, love it. Absolutely. That's the one, Paul. Go on, get in there. I can hear you.
Oh, no.
Marching down the Goodison Road, all our windows open wide. Oh, we are the famous EFC, and we fight with all of them, Mike, for the boys in the royal blue jersey. Cop-outs are gobshites. Never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Oh, Everton, you
That'd
got
be
me singing the blues.
They might end up sacking their manager by the end of next week. You never know.
No, keep him for the rest of the season. Best manager I've ever seen. Keep that manager for the rest of the season. I think he's a good manager. Loving it. Just loving it. Cracking result against Man United. Who have we got next then going into next game? I haven't even looked because I know we're going to smash it.
We are Saturday evening, 5:30 kickoff against the Barcodes and wavy-haired Gordon. So with his headband, or if he's still got that. So yeah, Newcastle at home for the next one, and then is it Bournemouth or Brentford away after that? I'll tell you now.
Love it.
Yeah, Bournemouth away. So we've got Newcastle on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. And then on the 2nd, 7:30 is Bournemouth away. 4 days later, we got Forest at home. Dyche's return on the 6th of December.
Yeah, we'll have them as well. Do you know what? I'm confident for anyone. I really am confident for anyone. I'm seeing us come together as a team now. I like that today. I love the. Do you know this? Today we had to like work as a team with 10 men. You've seen a lot of double ups, a lot of work together, a lot of cover you. I've got you. Barry running his arse off. I think Barry today, I was gutted for Barry because I think he probably would have scored today. I think he would have had a good game. But instead he had to do the dirty work. But he did it. Because I think if Barry wasn't putting the shift in as a striker, Moyes would have subbed him and probably put another midfielder on and sacrificed not having a striker and letting Jai play up front. But because Barry was working so hard to stay on,
I did wonder about that.
Yeah. I did think that's the reason I was watching it. And trust me, I know my footy, and I'm telling you, Moyes was watching how Barry played with the 10 men, and Moyes thought, you know what, Barry's covering a lot of ground and he's putting a lot of shift in, and I'm not going to change it. I'm going to stick with it. And fair play, Barry. I like that because sometimes it's not about all this scoring goals and stuff. Sometimes it's about putting the shift in. Just to get the win, just to get the results, about doing what you've got to do for the team. And tonight, with 10 men, Dewsbury Hall scored a beaut. What a goal by Dewsbury Hall, by the way. That was lovely. Because normally we see those goals against us, don't we, when he's playing for Leicester? But instead, that was for us. Dewsbury Hall pings one in. Lovely, jubbly. And I'm happy. I am happy, to be fair. Go sleep happy tonight. I probably won't go sleep tonight. Will you go sleep tonight, Paul? In the comments as well. We should all go sleep after that.
My cheeks are starting to hurt already, to be honest. But this smile might not come off till the weekend. So it's nice, yeah. It's really good.
He was happy. He was happy, people. Paul, when I messaged him back chat, he was like getting the champagne out and stuff like that. We've had some crap last couple of seasons. So when we're on top, some people say don't go over the top. Do you know these ones that are scared of celebrating? Don't go over the top. You might curse it when you go over the top. You've got to
enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they don't come around very often. You know, what was it, 2013 or something for since Oviedo's winner?
Marching down the road.
Was it Moyes' first win as well?
He's on the VOD. Nick's on the VOD. Love it. You know what I mean?
So yeah, could be a late one, Danny. You're not far wrong now. I'll work on this.
We know a lot of the regular Toffee Bluecasters in the comments, all you Evertonians in the comments, and to see you all so happy makes me happy. We don't come live to say our stuff. We come live to see what you've got to say, and you're all really happy. It's nice to see Evertonians happy because we've been through the wars with you lot. We've had this channel going through these relegation battles. We've been here a long time, and like Paul's just said, and I've just said, you've got to enjoy it when you're playing well. We've got a good team now. I love it. I don't know how it's happened. It feels like it's happened quick, doesn't it? These new owners have come in. I think we've got to be grateful that they've given us some decent players now, haven't they? We've gone from having Dwight McNeil as our best winger and Jack Harrison to having now Jack. I still can't believe we've got Jack Grealish. We've got sometimes I watch us and I think Jack Grealish. I think, does he really play for us? We've got Jack Grealish on the left and we've got Njai on the right, and we didn't even get to see our attacking players in full throttle today because we had 10 men. That's what I was gutted about today, people. Is that I really do think we would have spanked Manchester United today. You know, it would have been my 4-1. I think
if we had 11, Yeah,
Yeah,
you
if we
might
would have
have.
had 11, I think we would have spanked.
You and Eugene might have had
Yeah,
the
I think we would have
4-1
had it,
coming.
honestly. Yeah, I could see
If
Barry scoring. I could Dewsbury all scored for
maybe
10.
even
It was
maybe
spanking
even
them.
Pause would have finally got Pickford scoring a penalty. That would have been good.
I bet there. Do you know what? Like, this is why I say celebrate being an Everton fan right now. Because imagine being a Man United fan. Like, the 10 men, that what they just had to go through. They had 11 men and they were shite. They would. Maybe, I bet you, if you listen to the Man U fans now on the podcast, they'll be fuming. You know what I mean?
Also, as well, though, we're back to us doing the Everton things, and the fact that we always come up against someone who's got a cracking record, and United have had a good record recently, and then we come along and end up stopping it, and that's what we've done again. But this time we've done it away. We don't do that very often.
Yeah, we got away. That was massive. Moyes was pretty frustrated that last season we was good away and he'd lost that this season. He did say in the press conference, David Moyes said that he's not happy with our away form because it was good last season. He don't understand why it isn't good this season. And today's good steps forward in picking up on that away form. I think Old Trafford's a hard ground for us to go to. There was a lot of people putting the stats. I think it was like 1 in 33 we'd won at Old Trafford. I don't know the stats. You're the stat man, Bull. But we haven't won at Old Trafford for a long time, have we? We've been crap at Old Trafford. We've got really bad stats at Old Trafford. So to go there and get
awful. I mean, obviously we won. I mean, someone had put in the comments last night as well. I think 2 wins out of 30 odd games or something. One was Oviedo when Moyes was United manager and we had Martinez. And then the time before that was before Premier League kicked in. We had Beardsley, Robert Vazica, and Mo Johnson playing for us for about 91, 92. So they're the last 2 wins that we've had before tonight. So that's why we're so happy about it. So if anyone's watching this, not an Everton fan or a new Everton fan, because there are plenty growing around.
Emma's right.
This is why we're so happy about it.
Yeah,
and the
Emma's
midnight curse. Do one.
Yeah, Emma's right. Sometimes the problem is, you know what? When you get good things, you just take it for granted and you're like, oh, we won. But do you know what? We could have lost. You know what I mean? So let's just be happy when we win, because that was a cracking win. And it was a good win. It was a good win. 10 men. It's not easy. Not many teams could do that, I'm telling you. Don't put us down here. We had 10 men. A lot of people with 10 men would have said, you know what? I'll take a draw. No. We're the famous EFC. We won't take a draw. Kieran Dewsbury is going to smash one in and we're going to beat them 1-0. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Dogs of war.
Just on Twitter, I follow Don
Newcastle's big, innit? They're good, they are.
Well, I follow Don Hutchinson, if many people remember Don, sort of around Walter Smith days. And he said, Everton fans will remember me slapping Richard Goff at Goodison. He says, I was out of order, but the ref just gave us a ticking off instead of a red card. Funny thing was, Walter got us together in the boot room. I apologised and said, you can slap me back. And we shook hands. So I don't know what Moyes will do. Different era and everything else, but I'm sure they're big enough to move past it. The only sort of
do you know what there was a
kind of worry. Come on, what are you going to say?
There was someone I know on Twitter that's quite a big account. He's an Everton fan as well. I can't remember his name, so I can't give him a shout out. But he put a tweet out and I retweeted it. And he put, Coleman will be sitting in the changing room, and then all of a sudden, he'll walk down in the changing room and he'll be like, "What are you doing here, Ghana Gay? Why are you?"
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and I could imagine Coleman there. Coleman's sitting there on the physio bench, and then all of a sudden, Ghana Gay's come down punching walls and Coleman. But my point is, it would have been funny. But my point is, I think if you was to put anyone in a conversation with Ghana Gay after that happened, I think Coleman being there probably would have been the best person to speak to Ghana Gay, because it's probably he's older, and I think no one like he's got the most. You've got Coleman has got everyone's got so much respect for him, because it was quite weird, because Garner Gay was so angry. I thought, you know what, and Jai will calm him down because they're both same international team. I thought he's good
And
mates with him.
he did.
Not Garner Gay, and Jai. I thought and Jai would calm him down. It's got me pumped up now. I don't even know what I'm talking about. And Jai would calm him down, and then I thought, you know what, Pickford will calm him down after that because Pickford's funny, isn't he? I don't think you could be angry with Pickford. And I thought, you know, Pickford will calm him down. But
he did the right thing and all. He was straight in there, wasn't he, Jordan?
He did restrain him. He did restrain him, but I still don't think he calmed him down. He was still fuming. So I think the person to have the conversation with him is Coleman. And I think Coleman would have, and I think Coleman would have dealt with it for Moyes. I did see, I don't know whether you've seen it, Baines went to somewhere and then come back and spoke to David Moyes. So maybe even Baines had a conversation with him as well. There's plenty of people that would have done it. It's not that much of a big situation. They did not even have a proper fight. You know what I mean? That's if that someone put on X to me, yeah, but he slapped him around the face. That could have killed him. He slapped him around the face. That could have killed him. I was just laughing my head off. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was being serious, whether he actually thought that could have killed him, but it was the littlest slap ever. I was surprised Keane put his head in. It's because you've been calling him Keno and he's been listening to this channel, and Keno thinks he's like, he thinks an Italian centre back now. Well, he's playing like one. To be fair, he thinks he's prime Neto for Italy.
Don't he?
Yeah, so he's giving him. I was just shocked. It was a proper Everton thing, wasn't it? It could only be Everton. I've seen a lot of people on social media say this is such an Everton thing, and it was because you just wouldn't have expected it. If someone told you about that, you'd say it's not real. Basically, Michael Keane having a fight with Garner Gay, you just wouldn't think it's real.
We'll be embarrassed. I think Garner's. Apart from obviously the whole thing, Garner's biggest regret now will be 3 games suspended, and then we might get a couple of games out of him before AFCON. But then obviously we miss him, so he could.
Nesta, yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, Nesta, yeah. Can we appeal the red card? Probably not. To be fair, I don't think so. So yeah, we miss him for a few games. But I tell you what, the silver lining of that is maybe some of the lads who have been on the periphery, maybe they do get to come in and, you know, maybe we do see Alcaraz again a little bit more. You know, maybe we do see, you know, 1 or 2 others being a little bit more involved, because him not being in the team means that someone else has got to go next to James Garner, which then frees up 1 or 2 other spaces as well. So it'd be interesting. To see. But Newcastle at home and then Bournemouth away.
601 people on. Do make sure you hit that like and subscribe, people. Thanks all for listening. We are coming to an end now. I think we can cover it. I'm not massively worried. Like you just said, I think Garner Gay, when it kicks in, he'll be gutted because he knows that he wants to play for us, and he knows with just look, Merlin Roll having a operation hernia, that it's bad timing because we haven't really got major cover. Timo Rabunum did look decent when he come on. If he has to step up, I'm sure he will. We can move things around. It's not the end of the world because we know Alcaraz can come on and maybe play in that position. Kieran Dewsbury all can go deep in that position. Plenty of moves that can be made from us. So I'm not worried. Probably, if anything, it'll probably make us more of an attacking team because Moyes will be forced to only play 1 CDM instead of 2. So it might even force us into being more. From what I've seen today, I like the way we passed the ball, Paul. I think we look good. I like the way we pressed as well. Moyes has got us really organised. Credit to Moyes because some people see him as defensive and boring, but he really did press that Man U team today at the start of the game, and I think we would have smashed them if we didn't get a player sent off.
That's what I was going to say. Actually, was the fact that what we did in that first 15 minutes, the way that we played and sort of we went at it the first 15 minutes, I think gave us belief after the red card and after those other things happened. But I think if we were on the back foot from the very start, I don't think they would have had belief that we could actually get what we got tonight. But the fact that we actually went for it in the first 15 minutes, and then we had that 2 setbacks, Coleman going off and obviously the red card, still gave them belief that they could do it. And then the brilliant pieces of play sort of on the on the sides where Barry was holding it up, wow, and being able to pass it inside, doing 1-2s with Ndai or Dewsbury Hall or James Garner at times, and on the left-hand side, Grealish doing the same thing. That's what led to us actually getting the goal in the first place. So that whole mindset of that first 15 minutes, bar the disappointments, is exactly what we should be doing each time. Absolutely what we should be doing each time.
As we said earlier on, someone come on late. I think it was, not sure who it was in the comments, but they said, who did you say man of the match? Earlier on, we had conversation on man of the match and we couldn't decide. Some people said Pickford. Some people said Dewsbury Hall. Some people said Michael Keane. Some people said Barry. I've just thought about it now. In the comments, some people mentioned James Garner was fantastic. He was everywhere today. You could tell James Garner was doing my head in a bit back at the start of the season because I thought he didn't put enough work in. He was ghosting a lot of games, but he stepped it up now. Last couple of games, like he's been really decent. James Garner has more than last couple. He's been decent for quite a while now. James Garner has, and he's been everywhere. And I think James Garner was fantastic today as well. All of them, everywhere, absolutely fantastic. Right, people.
Just one final sort of mention, because we've only got one game left now in our competition, and I'll see if I've actually still got the table. Oh, I've still got the table. Now this is the table before tonight. All right, so this is before tonight.
Hold on, wait,
and I can tell you. First of all, I can tell you that only one person, because we said Flash Score would give us official assist, goal, etc. James Garner was the assist for a Dewsbury Hall goal. There was only one person, or is only one person, who has both Garner and Dewsbury Hall in his team. So he gets two. Mate,
are you really forking out that James Garner assist from that? Did he really assist? I swear he cleared the ball.
It's on there. They were the rules from the beginning. That's what it is. However, just so you know, James Graham has got Dewsbury Hall in his team, so he's currently leading on 17 points. So those people on 15, if you've got James Garner or Dewsbury Hall in your team, you get a point for tonight. So does James Graham's. And then we go into Newcastle, which means that if we don't get any goals or assists, James Graham's going to win the prize. However, if we do, Keno might score a hat-trick, and then someone will be buzzing. So one game left to go on there, and we see what happens.
I'm going to have to watch the highlights, because I bet you literally the ball skimmed James Garner's hair or something like that. It's probably skimmed his fringe.
Irabunum, I think Irabunum got an assist.
I'm pretty sure. I don't even know whether Jake O'Brien was on, but I know I've got Jake O'Brien. I'm pretty sure Jake O'Brien smacked it. It hit James Garner's fringe and then went straight to Dewsbury Hall, and Paul's claiming that as an assist, people. Absolutely.
All right, I'm down the bottom.
No shame, has he?
Look at me, 26th.
Don't mention down at the bottom, mate, I tell you. 28th. I give up on this competition, but fair play to you lot. Have done well. I just haven't.
Done very well.
Do well.
Although it might be a curse. This might have been a curse. That maybe this is why we haven't scored or assisted more. So might not do it for a little while. See what happens.
It's made his work easier. Right, people. Thanks for listening. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. Share it in as many places as you can, as long as it's good places. Not me. Don't want it sharing in no bad places. But I was only joking. That was meant to be a rude joke, but it wasn't that funny. But yeah, share it. Spread it. Toffee Blue Cast. Spread us around. We do want to push this channel to do the best things it can do, but we need to become a big channel to do that. We're on 6,000 something subscribers. Let's get to 10,000 before the end of this season, people. Thanks for listening. We're always here for you. That's what we're about. Getting you lot on after the game and before the game. Up the Toffees. We've beat Man United with 10 men. Let's enjoy it until we play our next game, and then we'll smash someone else up. I'm going to just sing Everton songs all tomorrow. I think I lost my voice just singing on the channel a little bit, Paul.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it happens.
It'll carry on.
Anyway.
It'll carry on.
Up the Toffees, everyone. Up the Toffees. Have a good one, everyone.